Peace and prosperity be unto all who's listening and watching. It's your girl, Shaeranea, right? And I'm back with another video. I know I didn't post a video yesterday because the day before I posted two. I know that I post videos every single day, but today I'm going to give you guys two videos to make up from yesterday. Today I want to talk about how, you know how you wake up and you can sometimes feel a little bit of either bitter or some sort of anger, like some sort of deep emotion where you're like, I really don't feel like, getting up. I really just don't care. Or just a pure discouragement. Are you just like really discouraged about all the things you've been doing, whether it be your finances or the way things are going as an entrepreneur or business owner, or anything that you're doing in life, whether it be from the job that you work or anything, or just family members, just anything in your life, like not going the way that you desire to go. You wake up very discouraged. You lack the motivation. You're working really hard, but you don't see the results, and it sometimes can be very, when I say very, very discouraging, even saddening, to a point where you become angry. And I'm telling you guys, you really need to be mindful of your well-being. And inspiration is like anything. You have to wake up and be inspired. You gotta remember why you started. And you won't always see the results right away. You won't always see the results of all the effort that you put forth into what you desire. All that you've given, all that you've sacrificed, all that you've done, all the money you've lost, you won't fully ever see that effort. Not right away. You may reap the benefits later on, but you definitely don't see it right now. And it's hard to remain focused, right? I mean, it's okay. We do remain focused, but it becomes very discouraging. Same with like YouTube. When you like got a YouTube and you want to really impact people's lives. Like, you're not in it for the money. You don't really care about the money, but you want to inspire people. I'm an author. I'm an artist. It can be very discouraging at times where I'm just like, 1 minute my sales are like this, next minute my sales are like down. And I'm telling you guys, it's so discouraging sometimes. And though I'm very empowering and very encouraged and very strong-minded and very, just get up and go do it. I have my down moments just like anybody else. I know that it will pay off in the long run, though I don't always fully see the benefits of what I'm doing. I work on my attitude every day, because the thing about the attitude changes. You wake up sometimes not in the best mood. You have to be mindful of that when you step out into the world. You got to prepare yourself for when you step out into the world. When you step out into the workplace, when you get around your family and the people that you love, you got to prepare yourself to be able to talk to people. Whatever it is that you got to do to prepare yourself to be around people, you must prepare yourself, because you wake up not always in the most positive of moods and mindsets. And it does start in the mind, because your attitudes do change, right? Your attitudes, your emotions, and sometimes some emotions stick while others fade. Then you have some solid emotions that no matter what point of year that is happening on the same day, you'll be feeling the same way as you felt last year on that very day. That's just how it is. That's life. And sometimes you have to look and study over your life and look in the patterns of your life, because it's points in our lives where we experience the same emotion and the same anger and the same disappointment and discouragement around the same time of year, every year on the same day. And if you pay attention to the numbers and realize the patterns and work on breaking from those patterns in your lives, really doing your best to work on being a better you. Not being perfect, but being a better you by improving every day, knowing that you're not perfect, knowing that you can never be perfect, really understanding that you won't always get what you want, because that's the underlining fact that we always forget. We always forget that we won't always get what we want, But as long as we always have what we need, we can be great, right? Right. So when you wake up discouraged, wake up unhappy, wake up depressed, wake up in some emotional battle with oneself, because you're fighting with your inner self, your innermost, your low level self, not your highest of self. Your highest self is like very esteemed, very happy, very inspired, very ambitious, right? If you're somebody who's ambitious, somebody who's very motivated, somebody who's very encouraged, somebody who's really out there going to get it, the very low you will drag you down. I'm not saying you're not supposed to have low days. I'm saying that you have to be mindful of keeping a forward thinking mind, but also having a gratitude attitude, but always remembering to keep a fixed mind on how you want to achieve and do things. Like, get better at the way you think, because sometimes you wake up in the morning and you just don't feel it. You don't have the inspiration, you don't have the motivation, you don't want to go do it. You don't want to get out there and make an effort. You don't want to work hard to go do it. You don't want to get up. You don't want to do it. You just don't. Nobody wants to get up and do all the things that they work hard to do every day, but they make themselves do it. And the underlying fact, when it comes to achieving dreams, you have to go get it no matter what, because nobody's going to get it for you. And I know it's hard. And my channel is really all about encouraging people, because I very well know how this entrepreneurial life has been. I've been pursuing my dreams for the past 6-7 years now, and I'm telling you guys, it's like a up down roller coaster. You know, every year I invest into something different. It requires money to invest. It requires money to invest in anything that you're involved in. Without money, you cannot do the things in which you desire in this life. You cannot achieve anything in which you want to accomplish. So without the money or the means to do so, you can never be fully able to do whatever you want to do. And sometimes, you know, I wake up in the morning and if I know it's like a payday and I can look over my money, right? Like, I calculated my money. I've been calculating my money, and I'm like, and you do the calculations on all the checks you made within that month based on the hour or wage that you made. And you do it, and you look at the amount of money that you made, and you like, you know, you be baffled by the amount that you made, because you don't never see where that money's going. You know where it's going if you're someone who's very calculated and analytical, who really manages their money. Because I'm a businesswoman, I have to manage my money. I file my taxes through H&R Block. I have to be prepared. I have to actually write these things down and make sure that they have the information, because this business owners never do their own work. They always get somebody else to do it for them. And if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, a successful business person, you got to leverage other people. At the end of the day, that's what I've learned since I've been an entrepreneur. And you know, you don't want to leverage people to the point where you become lazy or unvaluable or incompetent. You want to leverage people to the point where you're not stretching yourself out to do the things that in which somebody else may be better than you at. It's good to be able to do those things in case that person becomes unreliable. That way you can manage your own money or do your own financial things. I'm very good at managing money, very good at working and doing numbers and all that good stuff, and making sure that I'm cutting back on my budget. Like, you guys, you should really take the time to manage your money, because when you look at overall the things that you spend and what you spend your money on, you will realize that you've wasted a lot of your money on a lot of stuff that you probably never use, probably use once or twice. And if you spend your money on things that you don't plan to use, or is not valuable to your life, or doesn't add or increase your pockets, I suggest you find some other ways to make more money and add more value to your life, because we waste a lot of money on a daily basis and complain about how hard it is. Yes, living on one fixed income is very impossible to live on. Let's be real. Because one minute you're getting by, and next minute you got car expenses, something happened to your car, something happened in your family, then you had to go to the hospital. Things happen, things come up. No, you cannot live on one source of income. They say it's best to have 7 streams of income. I am an entrepreneur. I believe that I should have as many incomes as possible. Just as well, you shouldn't keep all your eggs in one basket. This video is really to encourage you guys to be more business minded and be more open to greater things, because it's more opportunities out there. It just takes some time to invest. It requires money. You might have to start out with a certain amount of money. Same with bank accounts. You have to have a certain amount of money just to be in a certain bank account. Some bank accounts don't require anything for you to start. You just have to put a certain, something in it. You just have to be open-minded to knowing that it's a process to everything. And the thing about the process is, are you willing to make the sacrifice and what it's going to take to endure the process? Because in life, we don't always get what we want, not right away. But when it comes, you got to be encouraged, because I'm telling you, the wait process is the faith process. The wait process is the belief process. That's the patience, the undeniable belief, the belief in what you need to keep going on. Because I'm telling you, you're not going to be encouraged every day. You're not going to be inspired every day. You're not going to wake up and do everything the right way. You're not going to, it's not going to be like that. It's not like that. I don't want people to believe it's like that. A lot of entrepreneurs may make it seem like it's that, but it's not. It's up and down like a market scale. And if you're not somebody who's in it for the longevity, and you want it on the short term, you want it right away overnight, it's not a lotto. It's not you can win the lotto or anything like that. You have to work hard. You gotta put forth your efforts, and you gotta have the money to invest into it. It's really worth it, but you won't always see the worth in it, because you're gonna be discouraged at times. You're gonna be unmotivated, and it's like brushing your teeth and taking a bath. You have to get up and do it. You have to inspire yourself. You got to push yourself. You got to push yourself. And you got to have people around you that's going to push you. That's going to push you to that next greater level, because there's not a lot of people around that want better things. And not a lot of people is going to sacrifice the things that they're doing to have better things, okay? So if you want to have better things, you got to surround yourself around people that want better things. So you got to be thinking on a different mindset. You got to be thinking on a business level. You got to think on that entrepreneur level. You got to think on that sacrifice level. You got to be about it with what you want, because it's really hard. Okay? I just finished filing my taxes, and yeah. You guys, I need to do better. As far as an author, an artist, a YouTuber, a person, somebody who is very responsible and obligated. I feel like you need to be more than responsible and obligated to make it in this life. You need to have more than one income. You need to have it. You need to be on top, because it takes time, but it's also hard to live a suitable and healthy and financial abundant life when you have to be concerned with finances. Now I'm saying if you're going to focus on all these things, manifesting your finances and getting those things covered, I'm saying you shouldn't neglect your other parts of your life. At least give your other parts of your life, your romance relationships, your friendships, as long as they're like growing you to have value or whatever the case may be. Don't let the things in your life die out because you focus on one thing. I'm saying, yes, you got to give one part of your life like 150%. And in other parts of your life, it is not like you really need. You can use a 50% and give 150% with the 50. Which what I mean by, you can give 50% on certain aspects of your life, but give 150% effort, and it will seem all the same when you're focusing on 150% on something, one focusing. Okay, I could break that down in another video, but I'm saying you have to have like a tunnel vision on one thing. Something that you're going to master, something that you're going to have that is going to work for you, right? Like, I'm an author and I want a bestseller. So I need to focus like 150% on getting a bestseller. But also I need to have 50% towards my relationships and everything else in my life and YouTube. But the way that I will make this 150% equally, right? When I give them all 50%, I would give 150% effort, not 50% time, okay? It's a difference. 150% time will go towards my best-selling book that I want to, get a bestseller in. But the 50 on each one of these, I will give 150% and 50% effort. So I will work really hard on a certain period of time to make those things be equally abundant as the one that I'm fully focused on. And you gotta find balance in your life like that, because I'm someone who doesn't feel the need to be behind on anything. And a lot of people allow themselves to lack in a lot of things. I don't believe in lacking, okay? I'd probably go nuts if I was lacking, okay? It's all right to struggle financially sometimes, but I'm telling you, you must always have what you need, so you're not struggling, okay? So you're not completely struggling. Have what you need so you can always have what you want. Take care of your finances, take care of your bills, take care of your dreams, take care of the things you need to take care of, and manage your money properly. And make sure you do the numbers games, because the numbers are more accurate than what you believe, okay? Do the numbers, budget your money, focus harder, focus 150% on one thing, but give 150% effort in all the 50% things in your life, right? Focus, focus, focus. I'm going to make another video about this, but I just want you guys to be inspired, and don't be discouraged about the things that you're aspiring to do, because some days it's very discouraging waking up knowing that you're not there yet, and you want to be there yet, but you're not, okay? You're like, maybe like 70% there, or maybe 50% there. But no matter what, as long as you're making an effort and you're seeing progress, it doesn't really matter where you are. As long as you're making progress, that's all that matters. Progress is the process, and you gotta be grateful for your journey. Embrace the journey. Love who you are. Peace, love, happiness, and abundance, and let's have a prosperous and productive year. Love you all.